Hi, welcome. This is a lesson on 1.3H, notes about multiplying polynomials. All right, we've got a couple different methods here. One is the distributing method, where we multiply each term from the first polynomial to each term in the second polynomial. Then we combine like terms and then make sure that your answer is in standard form. So if you remember, you've got 2x to the fifth times 3x to the fourth. The 2 times the 3 is the 6. And x to the fifth times x to the fourth. When you multiply like bases, you add the exponents, so that's 5 plus 4, 9. 6x to the ninth would be your result of multiplying those two terms. And then we've got a box method where we draw a box and multiply each row by each column. Again, we combine like terms, and your answer should be in standard form. Let's look at some examples here. X times 6x minus 3. So 1 would just be to distribute that x times the 6x, which would give us 6x times x, and 3 times x. And then 6x times x is 6x squared, and 3 times x is just 3x. And these are not like terms, and so we leave our final answer as 6x squared minus 3x. Now, if you wanted to do that in a box, since you've got x as one term, you could do this in a box. We don't typically do this, but you can. We'd take one box, x times 6x minus 3, and 6x times x would be 6x squared, and x times minus 3 would be minus 3x, and then we combine like terms, which there are none, so we say 6x squared minus 3x, and we would get the same answer that we got before. All right. B, x minus 5 times x plus 8. So we take x times x and x times 8 and minus 5 times x and minus 5 times 8. So first, x times x is x squared, and x times 8 is 8x. And minus 5 times x is minus 5x. And minus 5 times 8 is negative 40. And these two right here are like terms, and they can be combined. So I've got x squared plus 3x and minus 40. Now, if we were to do that same thing using a box, because it's a binomial times a binomial, two terms times two terms, we're going to use a 2 by 2 box. And so I can take x minus 5 here and x plus 8 here, and then multiply them all out. X times x, like you would with times tables, right? X times x is x squared. X times 8 is 8x. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. And negative 5 times 8 would be negative 40. And then we go through and we combine like terms. And these two are like terms. So I get x squared plus 8x minus 5x minus 40. You don't have to copy those all down. If you want to do some of that combining in your head, that's okay. X squared plus 3x minus 40. And those are all that are like terms, so we leave our answer as a trinomial. X squared plus 3x minus 40. All right. Now, see, I'm just going to use the box on this one just because I prefer to use the box. But you can do it using the regular distributive property method. That's fine. So x plus 3 here, or if I put it along the side, that would have been fine too. 2x squared plus 3x. And x times 2x squared is 2x to the third power. 3 times 2x is 6x squared. X times 3x is 3x squared. And then 3x times 3 is 9x. And then I look for which of these are like terms. This one's cubed, this one's squared, and this one is also squared, so these are like terms. And so I can write this as 2x to the third power, 2x cubed, plus, and then 6x squared plus 3x squared is 9x squared, and then plus 9x. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Look at example D. Now this time we've got a trinomial. We've got 1, 2, 3 terms. So we're gonna and 2 terms on the other polynomial, the binomial. So we're gonna make a 2 by 3 box. And here I'm gonna write x squared minus 4, and along the top I'm gonna write 3x squared plus 5x minus 10. And 3x squared times x squared is 3x to the fourth power. 3x squared times negative 4 would be negative 12x squared. X squared times plus 5 would be plus 5x to the third power. And x squared times negative 10 would be negative 10x squared. And 5x times negative 4 is negative 20x. And negative 4 times negative 10, negative times negative is positive, so that'd be plus 40. So I'm going to pick out all of my like terms. This is x squared, and this one's x squared. So those two are going to combine, and that's it. That's all we have. So we're going to write 3x to the fourth plus 5x cubed. I'm making sure that I'm putting this in standard form. Negative 10x squared and negative 12x squared, since they're both negative, we add them, negative 22x squared. Then we have minus 20x and plus 40. And that's it. You can't combine those any further. All right. On E, I'm going to do a couple different ways. First, I'm going to distribute the 3 to this first polynomial, making it 3x plus 18. And then I've got 2x squared minus 8. I'm going to put that all in the box, a 2 by 2 box. So we get 3x plus 18 and 2x squared minus 8. And I multiply them all out. So we get 6x to the third power plus, and 18 times 2 is 36x squared. 3x times negative 8 would be negative 24x. And negative 8 times 18, grab my calculator real quick. Would be negative 144. And so when I bring these all out, I get 6x cubed plus 36x squared minus 24x minus 144. And I cannot combine any of those terms because none of them are like terms, so that's my final answer. And then finally, F, x minus 3 squared. So the temptation is to do this. You can't distribute an exponent over subtraction or addition. So we just go back to what is the basic idea of an exponent. It's that this exponent 2 says that the base is multiplied by itself 2 times. So this is the same as x minus 3 times x minus 3. And then we can use the box or the distributive property, whichever is fine. I'm going to use the box. So I get x minus 3 times x minus 3. X times x is x squared. And x times negative 3 is negative 3x. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. And then a negative 3 times a negative 3 is positive 9. And when I combine these two right here are like terms. So I say this is x squared minus 6x plus 9. And that's my answer. All right. Once again, and if you're taking notes, don't write this down, but this is not equal to x squared minus 9. That would be, like I said, trying to multiply or use that exponent as in kind of a distributive property way, and it doesn't work that way because you have x minus 3 times x minus 3, not x squared minus 3 squared. All right, just so you're paying attention here. That's all we've got for you today. Practice. You'll do great.